All right. There's always something happening. Welcome back to Anything That Moves. Click like, click subscribe. Trump, oh my goodness. Let's talk about DJT, the stock. We have news out. So, the stock is gaining. Why? Trump media, okay, and technology shares are gaining higher. Why? Okay, let me just get my little thing here. They addressed some concerns about short selling. There was some short selling going on, and they addressed it, right? And they said, okay, shareholders, hey, you can recall your shares, okay? You could do that. So what do we mean? We'll get into it. Okay, so there was some volatile trading since the debut. We all know that. But then, because what happened was there was a lot of shorting. What do I mean? Well, the stock, you see this big move here and we went down. There was so much shorting of this stock. So much so. There was so much shorting of this stock. Okay. When we were up here at these highs, oh, there was a lot of shorting because when it came out, a lot of, you know, traders, stock investors do not take this stock serious. Okay. So it's like a meme stock to a lot of people. So they were like, oh, we're going to short this, short it. And that's what's happening. So what happened? They said, okay, hey, you need to know shareholders, if you have your share, when you're not using your shares, they're being lent out, right? So they're telling you recall your shares, okay? So that this will address the short selling, okay, and operational concerns. So this way, so like say you own some stock, you're not using it, right? So say you have the company, you have the brokerage, TD Ameritrade, all right? When you're not using your shares, they can loan them out to other people. Okay. Other people, they loan them to them. And what they do, the short sellers, they use it to go against the stock to drive it down. So they're saying, hey, say that you want to hold your shares so they can't lend them to these people to short it down. And so when you hold your shares, well, they can't use it to short. So now it makes it harder to short. And so here we go. We have a relief rally here going on. So anyway, hope I explained that good. Sorry if I didn't. So let's just move on though. So this is what they were addressing. So here, further down, it says, all right. So Truth Social, clarified to shareholders that if the shares are currently on loan, so if my shares are being lent out, hey, call my brokerage like TD Ameritrade and say, hey, I want my shares. Recall them. No, you can't borrow them. You can't loan them out for people to use to short against that because you're trying to go long. Okay. So after recalling their shares, long-term shareholders who believe that in the company's future. So see, and then you can hold your shares in a cash account. Okay. So you can hold it as cash. So anyway, so with all this happening, okay, so it's stopping some of the short selling, they're saying. Now, how long will it stop it for? Don't fall asleep on this. I don't know how long this is going to be okay for. But we know here, look at this right here. For the year, we're up 278%. I had made a video on this on my channel before saying that, yeah, this can go to 100. This can go to 100. And I bet people didn't believe me when the stock was, when all this was happening. Right? They were like, how are we going to go to 100? Oh, yeah, I can. With time and with the election coming up, oh, yeah, we can. Let's just look at this some more. This is it on today, on the minute, like a 2-minute chart. We're just chopping around today. I'm just going to show you some views. This is what it looks like for a 2-minute chart. This is what traders see, right? This is what it looks like for a 5-minute. Just bear with me. Just keep looking. Okay, this is over a couple of days. See how we're nicely running up? All right. We have base down here and look how we're running up. So we are running up. This is a weekly time frame. Just let's bring it back a little bit like this. Okay. So now this here, okay, up here, 10 days. Okay. This is showing 10 days over the last 10 days, how we're looking. You're trending nicely. You are trending nicely in an upward direction. I like that. I just don't know for how long. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Because, okay, we're above this orange line and we need to be. The 200-day moving average. So I'm happy about that. But hold on, let me show you something else. Hold on. But when I move here to the daily, okay, this shows the whole year, the daily time frame. So we're here. Let me just get my marker. Notice before when okay, this is like the $50 level. What happened before at this $50 level? See what I mean? Around here, here, and here. There was a little resistance. I know we broke through before. Yeah, and we broke through up here. I know. But there was a little resistance in this area, this $50 level. So, and right now, this week, while I'm bringing it up, the Fed is going to speak this week. Jerome Powell, those people, right? The Fed. So this level, we have to get above that because you see, we had some drama here before at this level. So, let's just see if we can move above that level this week. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna show you on this chart. This could be easier in some people's eyes. See, we bounced off this level before. We bounced off this level. We bounced off this level. This we broke through, but hopefully it just breaks through. But just be aware, so in case you want to take a little bit of profits before you dip down. I don't know, but the next level, once we get above this little hot mess indecision area, look at this. You got a whole lot of room. Let's go on another chart for this. You have a whole lot of room to run. So from here, you see this level here? All right. So from here to go up to this, I'm not going up to the top wick, right? Okay. Look at the third line in that floating box. You see my little floating box, the third line from here to $70, that's 43%. Oh my gosh. Who does not like a little 43%? If you ride it all the way up, 60%. I'm not even addressing going to $100 yet because we have a whole lot of time for that. But there's room to run. So just be careful because you're not at support right now. So I wanted to bring up DJT. All right? You got some room to run once you get over these levels. Hold on. Next, we're going to move to the next stock. All right. I wanted to move over on to Coca-Cola. All right. By the way, this is the CEO for everybody who didn't know. This is James. All right. So, I didn't know he was British. Okay. British businessman, born in London, 59 years old. All right. So this is what the leadership looks like. They're based in Atlanta. I knew that. I'm just showing this for everybody who didn't know that. 29-story tower building. All right. Great. It's just good to know, like, what do these things look like that we're investing in and everything? Let's get to the stock. All right, so here we go. Anything that moves again. So they had their earnings. We shot up here, right? We're over this area, okay, because this was resistance in the past. So now that earnings came through, we shot past that. Great. And then we just touched down here. Okay, so now I'm trying to tell you, what do you need to look out for? Back here, you see this area before? Around in August, okay, we could bump our head on this area. What is that? $63 level. And then here, you see this area here? In the past, where it chop, 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 chop. This is another level, $64 level. So it's good that we cleared this area. But my point is there's some areas that you have to watch out for where the stock may hesitate because it did in the past and come down. So I want you to know, that moving forward, because James knows that. Okay, we know about the headquarters, and here we go. Look at this nice. Okay, this is cute. Saying outperform. Okay, great. Okie dokie. And then let me just say, now I want to give you an alternative. If you didn't want Coke, well, there's Coke, there's Pepsi, right? Okay, so why are we looking at this, Miss Moneymaker? Okay, well, we're looking at this. We're looking at Pepsi real quick because we have to stay open-minded about things, right? If I draw that line right there, okay, Pepsi in the past, it hit this area, it stopped, it dropped down, right? It was resistance. What happened this time? We went above it, and now we're here. So will we bounce here and go up? Will that happen? And I said, let me show you that. Let me turn to a different time frame. So this is Pepsi on the daily. Okay, earnings passed already. So from here, right, if we go up to the next level of resistance, well, then we have the third, see the Look at the little floating box, right? Okay, the third line in that floating box, 9%. So we can have 9% if we make it to here. If we go to here, we can have 11%. But just want you to know, just in case you want, in case you want to pick this up. Because I'm showing you that versus here's Coke. If we pick up Coke here, let's say you wanted to buy now, and we just go look at the left side where it says $64.69, okay, all the way far left, okay, that little green. If we go to the past high, in that little floating box I have, you're only making 4.7%. It's not a lot. Like, that does not, get me excited, okay? Now, I zoomed out. This is 3-year look, okay? This is the past 3 years zoomed out on the weekly. So when you look at this, here we go. Okay, see, 5%. If we get over all these past chop levels and then back to $67, we only have 8% for Coke right there. So those are the, the two immediate levels that Coke has to move. So the percentage move of Pepsi is a little bit more than Coke. So I just wanted to show you, bring that to your attention. All right, let's move on. Something else I wanted you to see. This is Coke again. All right, this is Coke again, people. Hold on, just want to show you this. This is Coke. See how it's still within this channel, right? And it has to break out of it. Okay, now I'm going to show you Pepsi. Watch this. So, because people, learn different ways. See, Pepsi, we're above it already. We're out of the, we're over this purple line. So it hit its head a couple times, but now we're out of it and we could bounce above. So here we go. So if I had to bet which one is going to run, okay, well, we're already out of the channel on this one. Okay, so this is why I'm showing that and saying, okay, hey, people, look at Pepsi. If you like Coke, maybe you like Pepsi. So this is, when you're in the store, sometimes you got to buy one or the other. Oh, you don't have Coke, I'll buy Pepsi. So just showing you both. If you're in the drinks, maybe like this one too. Now let's move on to another stock. All right, let's get into Sofi. Sofi, you know what? Listen to this. You'll see.
EPS at 2 cents, topped analyst expectations by a penny. The expectation was for a cent. That was the second straight quarter of profitability there. Revenue, meanwhile, came in at $580.65 million. The expectation was for $567.12, so that also was a beat. Total deposits were up 16% in the first quarter to $21.6 billion. SoFi, of course, has 3 segments: lending, which of course includes student, personal, home loans, the financial services segment, and then they also have their technology platform. So when you take a...
All right, so all of that, SoFi beat, but it still dropped. We still dropped. Okay, so I have some SoFi, and I made a video about SoFi the other day. Okay, so you see this triangle box I have? Once we come out of there, it's like, oh boy, and we're out of there. So now the next level, kind of right around here, okay? So what did I do today? On this drop, I picked some up. Yes, I did. I picked some up. I just picked up a little bit. Don't go in too hard, too fast, because you want it to level off and everything. This is our little CEO of SoFi, all right, in case anybody didn't know, Anthony here. So Anthony's been working on it. He came out of Poughkeepsie, New York and everything, okay? Overall, SoFi for the year, we're only up, you see this right here, 22%. 22%. So you're like, well, why did you pick it up if we're only up 22% for the year? Okay, this is SoFi. Okay, outperformance says, alrighty. Alrighty, okay, says that. So why did I pick it up? I picked it up because, okay, this is the weekly time frame of SoFi. I had zoomed out. When you look at this, okay, so here we are. Let me just draw. Okay, we're at this price, $6.78. Okay, from here all the way up, if we make it, okay, if we make it here, let's just say if we make it here, okay, to $9, the third line in that floating box, that's 33%. We'll be up 33%. Better than the Coke, better than the Pepsi stocks and all that. If we get all the way up here to this line, $10, 49%. Let me just do a little bit more, 50, right there. 50%. I'm into that. I like 50%. I'm not sitting here to just stressed out about the market or something. I'm here to make money. Miss Money Maker. Up 50%. If I'm buying down here, yeah, and holding to here, oh yeah, I could do that. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Do it again and again. So down here to this level, like if we drop down here, what is that? That's like $6.50. Yeah, I'll pick up some more. So I'm just slowly picking up because what'll probably happen, we'll level off, chop, 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 and then we'll turn back around. All right. So I will just dollar cost average my little self in, and ride it back up. Okay. Buying low in this zone. All right. In this buy zone area, and selling like anything. Once we start getting into this level, because you see, we hit this level before right here, and we dropped off around $9. We hit and drop off $9. We drop off. So yeah, so buying around this $6 and selling up here around $9 and just hold a little bit more for the win, So I just wanted to show you that with Sofi here. Let's just move back on. So that's what Sofi is looking at. Just want to wrap up this video with Shirley Chisholm. All right. She was the first African-American woman elected to Congress. This is what she said. She said, all right, you don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. So everybody who's underwater with Sofi or something like that, whimpering and complaining is not going to do anything about it. She said, you make progress by implementing ideas. That's right. Implement our ideas, guys, because you see my alert set here. When this falls a little bit low, I already have some, or a little bit more. And when it falls a little lower, this alert, this little triangle here, see? I have this alert set. That alert will come to my phone and I'll buy a little bit more. I implement my ideas. That's what you have to do. Okay? You have to implement your idea. All right? Click like and subscribe. I'm going to see you next time on Anything That Moves. Bye for now.